Excuse me, I have an announcement.
Hi.
Like, I'm single, and you caught my attention.
Oh, really?
Like, I had to introduce myself, Ale.
Alyssa?
Wait, Alyssa, can I get a spin? Oh my God. You guys think we look good together?
Yeah. I think so.
What you gonna do later?
I'm gonna go to dinner.
Dinner?
Maybe keep shopping a little bit.
Alright, you can have me for dessert, so I'll text you, alright?
Alright.
Bye.
When a man is attractive, not just physically, but in presence, women approach him differently. They don't challenge him immediately. They don't test him as aggressively in the beginning. And instead, what they do is observe. They watch how he carries himself, listen more than they speak. They give him space to reveal who he is instead of trying to figure out where he stands right away. And this is where a lot of men sabotage themselves. Why? Because they feel that initial respect, but instead of settling into it, they try to prove that they deserve it. So they start over-talking, explaining, performing.
99% of people watch my free content and never buy from me. But I make millions of dollars from the 1% of people who actually do buy from me.
Right.
And then I'm also willing to talk about things like being a single mom and navigating my divorce 3 years ago and topics that people typically wouldn't share that feel a little bit like, but like I'm willing to go there because I understand that when you know me, we have a relationship together, which is hard to do over social media. And so me being willing to go there breaks that barrier in a really important way, I think.
Because male-centered women don't see themselves as the prize. They don't see themselves as the goal. They don't see themselves as the goddess that they are. Okay, so here are a few things that I've noticed. One, male-centered submissive women, they have no standards. No standards for men. Like, I want you to think about this. When the sperm are entering a woman's body, in order to get to the egg, they have to go up. They have to climb a mountain. They have to show strength and fortitude and direction, and they have to be able to follow instructions. The egg isn't coming down into the canal in order to make it easy for them, because she knows who the f she is.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
You're so afraid of coming off as a creep that you're letting women who want you to ask them out pass you by. My name is Dr. Lily. I help you create aligned and healthy relationships. You are not a creep. And I know this simply by the fact that you are so concerned with being seen as a creep that you don't put yourself out there. You're probably one of the most respected and respectful men in your community. But you've been taking yourself out of the dating game and holding back a high quality man because you don't want to be perceived as a creep. You don't want to make women uncomfortable, which is great. But when you're so scared of making somebody else uncomfortable that you hide yourself, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it's more than basic respect and really a sign of internal uncertainty. And this blocks both you and her. Both of you want a great partner. Both of you could make great partners. But you're taking yourself out of the game, and listen to this reframe, actually doing a disservice to her because she's looking for a good guy like you. By not asking her out and not showing her what it looks like to be treated well on a date, because I know how much you like to be of service to people. Neither of you get what you want in your romantic lives. You're the kind of man she should be dating. Because if all the actually respectful, kind, caring, good men are afraid to put themselves out there, then that only leaves women with the men who won't treat them with that respect. I'm not saying it's your job to save them, and you can do whatever you want. But holding yourself back from dating under the guise of being respectful is just another form of self-sabotage. You've got it all going on. You're successful in your professional life. You take care of your body. You take care of your mind. And you take care of the people that you love. You have so much to offer. You just need to show up for her and, most importantly, for you. All you have to do is lead with confidence, not because of what you have, but because of who you are. I know it sounds easier said than done because all of these limiting beliefs are popping up, telling you that it couldn't be you. Or maybe you're starting to feel your stomach tighten at just the thought of putting yourself out there. So that is where the healing starts. In the body and at the root of the belief that it's possible for everyone else but you. and healing the part of you that feels more comfortable hiding than being seen. Because it's not just about respect, it's something deeper within you. If you're ready to stop letting life and good women pass you by, I offer free consultations. Just complete the coaching application on my page or text me on Pop Call. Follow for more healthy dating and relationship advice.
A lot of these modern women keep on saying, I want a man to fight for the relationship. I want a man to fight for me, fight for us. The fact of the matter is you're not worth fighting for. You don't do anything that's worth fighting for. So a man is saying, instead of me fighting, I'm gonna go sit down somewhere and enjoy my time on earth.
Why do broke men have the most relationship opinions?
Why do broke people have the most business advice?
Touché.
Why do broken women have the most relationship advice?
Touche.
Most times when that is the case, it's projection. And oftentimes it's also protection because you don't want other people's truth to get close to you. So I'm going to project something different so that you can't allow it in. Because my projection is the truth, even though it's not. It's your truth and that's fine, but it's not the truth. So I think when anyone projects something that they're not in a way where it's like, this is law, I think that's fine for them. But ultimately, I wouldn't listen. Mm-hmm. I guess I could learn what not to do.
Right.
You know, they're looking for the attention, I think.
A man who has no purpose, a man who has no direction, he doesn't know where he's going. He has no clear plan. Just for himself, by the way, you're not involved in this yet. He doesn't have any purpose in his life. He will not be able to choose you because a man needs to first choose himself. So he needs to have a clear direction, a clear path, and he needs to have actual purpose in life. He needs to have gone through a journey. So in order for him to be so intentional and so sure about you, he needs to be like that in his life first. So a lot of you are speaking to these men who are very fragmented, okay? They're falling apart. They don't know whether they're coming or going, and you're expecting him to choose you. What part is going to choose you? What part of this man do you want to choose you? He hasn't chosen anything in his life, and you want him to choose you?
It's a good day to stop giving about all the things that keep.
Yes, misandry levels are rising, but what I've noticed is that there are select individuals out there who apparently choose to either live with their heads permanently lodged in a particular orifice or possibly in the sand, are not realizing that increased levels of misandry create increased levels of misogyny. And let's be very clear, misandry is a form of bigotry. And why anyone would be proud of being bigoted against an entire demographic of people, I have no idea. But yet we have reached that point in time when there are individuals out there that are very proud about hating someone for a characteristic about themselves that they cannot control. So yes, it's time to celebrate the times that we live in, because the internet has made bigots very much out there for everyone to see and to truly enjoy watching.
I'm humiliated. I go into Lansdowne Pub in Fenway. A friend dares me to come up to this guy that's wearing bunny ears. I'm fine. I come up to him and I'm like, oh, like, can I put on your bunny ears? He's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, oh, like, where'd you get them from? My fiance. I'm humiliated. I immediately walk away, and then guess who comes up to me? The fiance. Hey, I'm sorry, I don't want to make things awkward, but I saw that you went up to that guy over there, and I want to know what he said to you. We've been in a really rough patch, and I just want to know what he said to you. I said, girl, he said that he had a fiance. Like, trust. I immediately turned my ass around, and then I saw him walk away. She drug him out. Mind you, he was standing alone completely by himself at the bar, and I was definitely, like, noticing, like, it was just him. I don't know where she went. She must have been in the bathroom, and I just caught him at the wrong time. I feel bad. Like, did I get him in trouble? I mean, clearly I did, but he did literally nothing wrong.
Not enough men are told they are losers. They're just not. If you want to keep the stress away, tell a dude he's a loser today.
No, too many men are told that every single day, and it needs to freaking stop. Because we all know that if men did that to women, it would not be tolerated for one moment. It's okay to call a man that, but men are supposed to use gentle language and be validating when they talk to us? And if we see a man in an entry-level job, he's considered less than, but a woman doing the same thing is considered finding herself. I am so sick of videos like this. What is the goal here? A lot of men already deal with low self-esteem. They don't need you to add to it. And I would guarantee the majority of men you're referring to as losers are probably not losers. This is not constructive at all. And a lot of times, if you give a man constructive feedback, he'll take it into consideration. Same can't be said about a lot of women out there. And if men are really losers, who's paying for all your stuff? Especially when you're in a relationship. Let me guess. Men?
A lot of these modern women want a traditional man. Man that takes out the trash, fixes cars, goes and puts gas in the car, all that stuff. But modern women don't want to be traditional. Modern women don't want to do anything that caters to a man. So why in the world does it make sense that a man would keep on doing things that cater to you?
Men don't come up to you, not even nobody comes up to you in the club. Nobody comes up to you in the club. They be scary as and I don't understand why.
And this is Exhibit A of how social media has ruined relationships and dating. Baby, the reason why men are not approaching you is because there have been mass of women who've come online who've said they don't want men to approach them. They don't want nothing to do with men. They don't care about men. There's even been some who have literally pulled out a camera when a man was trying to talk to her and literally embarrassed him and made him feel less than simply because he's doing what comes natural to him, which is trying to talk to a woman. And slowly but surely, these videos, these comments, all of this stuff is making its round on social media, and men are choosing to opt out of approaching women. They are saying, listen, this is how women feel, so we're going to respect it, and we're going to fall back and enjoy our company and enjoy ourselves.
I don't understand how men have such an irrational fear of being used for money that they don't have.
Let me put it this way. If you're on your last $5 and you're starving and you need something to eat, your fridge and cupboards are empty, you're gonna do a lot to protect that last $5, right? You're not just gonna let someone come up and take it from you. Also, why would you let that person take it from you when you know deep down they don't even like you? Some random person that you don't even know walks up and takes your last $5 and you don't get to eat because of it. That would hurt, right? It's the same thing. Why would he want some woman that has no interest in actually wanting to be with him or even like him take any amount of money that he has? Whether it's $5, $5,000, $5 billion, it doesn't matter. Would you walk up and give your enemy a bunch of money? No? Well, if you're using him and you don't like him, not exactly someone he sees in high regard. How hard is this to understand? Just look at it from his point of view for a change.
Women that approach men are crazy. Yeah, you know, when men get approached, I think they're kind of always looking for what is the catch. And there's a lot of women that are predators out there. They know they're good looking and they know they have a certain power and influence over men. And so they start approaching men that they're crazy. All right, let's see.
Numbers, going up to them, dapping them up, stroking their egos. What are we going to do next? Take them out on a date and bring them some flowers? Baby, listen, you don't have to.
I actually almost think that a woman planning a date for a man is more feminine because you're doing it for him, you know?
No, man. If that man really wanted you, he would pursue you. He would have went up to you. He would have spoke to you. And even if he did want you and he didn't pursue you, do you want that type of man for real? Because that's ego. Why didn't you come up to me and talk to me? Everything is made up in his head. Oh, I didn't want to get rejected. You know, women always have attitudes nowadays. Blah, blah. You don't want no man like that. You want a man that stand on business. When he sees you, now that's mine, and I'm going to go get that. I'm telling you, y'all always, when you go up to a man first, that's not the man that you want.
I think women should approach men. However, that would make hypergamy worse if all the women do it, but there's so few women that are doing it that I don't really see the downside. But maybe I'm crazy, you know? I mean, I am an influencer, so.
$650,000 for a house made of complete wood.
$650,000.
This is a newly built house. This house is nothing but wood. I want $649,000 after this house is built. $649,000 for some wood, bro?
Man, stop buying these properties. If nobody buys them, they have no choice but to lower the cost. They sell it at that price because they know people are going to buy them. And then when you get into those expensive houses, the furniture look cheap, the cabinets look cheap, everything look cheap. And then in less than a year, you're having all these problems. So you've just spent $650,000 in a house, and then now you're gonna have to find money to fix all the that isn't working in the house because they were cheap. They bought them cheap because they were trying to make more money on the house. So now you're stuck with a $650,000 house and all the problem that comes with it. That's stupid. Stop buying these properties.
A lot of these men don't yearn anymore because modern women are exploiting them. Anything that a man gives, any feelings that a man puts out, you don't respect it. Like I said, you exploit it, and men see, oh, she don't know how to handle my feelings. She don't know how to be a genuine, decent person. She takes my feelings and turns them back on me and disrespects me. I don't have time for that.
At this point in my life, I don't see any benefits of being with a man. I really don't. I'm not even being dramatic. But I just don't. I don't see it. And I don't think I never have. Yeah. I think I was brainwashed to think there was any benefit of being with a man. Yeah. It's just too much. And I've noticed when I stop dealing with them, I'm just like happier. My face is glowing. I just feel like a bird who can just fly away to wherever she wants. But I do like it. This is nice. I'm not fighting with anyone. I'm not arguing about someone who intentionally chooses to disrespect me. Yeah, it's been lovely. I'm not playing mommy role, even though you should never do that. But also I was trying to be Mother Teresa and save these never again. Yeah, I think that I might just get a dog, right? I love dogs. They're cute. That's where I'm headed.
I am here to tell you things that no one ever told me before I got married. I always thought that marriage was about finding the right person. What I did not know is that it is actually about becoming the right partner. Over and over again. I wish I knew that love is not maintained by big moments, but by small daily choices. How you speak when you are tired. How you show up when it is inconvenient. How you respond when you feel misunderstood. No one tells you that marriage will expose every unhealed part of you. Your triggers, your pride, your habits. And it is not because you married the wrong person. It's because marriage is a mirror. I wish I knew that keeping score kills intimacy. That sometimes loving your spouse means choosing peace over being right. And that romance does not just disappear, it requires intention. Marriage is not about never struggling. It is about choosing each other while you grow, stretch, and heal. I did not marry someone who completed me. I married someone who chose to grow with me.
Okay, can we really talk about for 1 minute? Why are men not pushing women in the anymore? Are you guys really that scared? Because we strictly go to the bars because we literally want to be approached.
No, you don't.
I'm not there to
This is the last video I'm going to make on this because I'm just so tired of talking about it. You do not want to be approached by most men because you find most men unattractive. Therefore, most men are realizing there's very little return on investment of actually approaching you, so they're not going to. The only guys you want to approach you are the Chads and the most attractive men, the top 10 to 20%. And those dudes don't actually need to approach women because women are approaching them. men. And isn't it interesting how these women, I'm sure, are the first people to talk about women's rights and you go girl, being an independent girl boss, but want to reinforce gender stereotypes and gender roles whenever it benefits them because they want the dopamine hit of being perceived as attractive. They want the male attention. The reason you're not getting approached is because the guys you want to approach you don't need to, because women are approaching them, and the less attractive men with the lower SMV are more likely to be perceived as creepy or grapey by you because you perceive them as unattractive. And even though they do and say the exact same thing that the attractive guy says to you, they're perceived worse because they're ugly. You guys have done this to yourselves. It's time to start taking accountability. Just like we need to start taking more accountability, but women especially, because that is something they seem to struggle with. Let me know if you agree in the comments down below. I'll see ya.
Why is social media creating a divide between men and women?
I think social media is creating a divide between people and themselves. And what I mean by that is so many people are posting a facade. And then the worst part about posting the facade is when they meet you in real life, you have to be that way.
You are not.
So now you are putting yourself into a position where you constantly have to be something that you're not. And it's an identity crisis. So I think that social media, is absolutely creating a divide as far as women projecting themselves and objectifying themselves. I think that people think that they have way more options than they actually have on social media. I think that there's a lot of toxicity on social media that people are addicted to be completely honest. It's the new heroin. It's the new cocaine. It's the new weed. It is a drug. So I think that a divide is happening on social media because people are not being themselves and they're not taking the time to get to know who they are or what it is that they actually want. They're just being who society says they should be.
There was a trend. You remember that trend where it was the Lion King melody? I'm gonna take my social media to see who loves me online. That was a thing.
I'm gonna what my social media?
Check my social media to see who loves me online.
A lot of these modern women go out here and they get rosters and they really don't understand the cost of rotating through these men. I'm not sleeping with all of them. When you do things like this, you are associating or putting yourself in the wrong mindset, or I should say the wrong lens. When a man sees you doing this, from his perspective, he's like, oh, she's getting around. Well, I'm not getting around. That's what it looks like. And I'm not going to be involved in that.
Chasing a man who is not interested in you doesn't make him change his mind about you. It just solidifies for him that you are someone who will stay no matter what he does. Somebody who spent a lot of her single days chasing after the wrong man, I could tell you with absolute certainty that the man who's moving away from you, hence why you're chasing him, is not the man who's going to be your soulmate. He is not confused. He does not need more time. He does not need to see more of you to make a decision. If anything, you're chasing after him is you avoiding the truth of the decision that he's already made about you. And the more you chase him, the more rejection you are going to experience. And that's just going to open that wound even wider. So really, you're just hurting your own feelings by trying to avoid the feelings that come with being rejected. Because once he learns that you don't respect yourself and you stand for nothing, he also learns that he can get away with anything. You stayed even when he didn't choose you, so everything else after that becomes a test of what else you will stick around for. And you chasing after him, trying to get him to change his mind about you, is just you believing that you have control over something that you actually have zero control over. But what you do have control over is yourself. You can always make the decision to choose yourself and walk away from something that's not going anywhere and make space for someone to come in who is going to choose you, who does value you, who does see your worth. Because as long as you continue to be the one who does not see your worth, your dating life is always going to be a reflection of that. And when you try to change a man's mind about you, you are looking in the wrong place, and nothing is going to change as a result of that. So the next time a man is making it clear that he is not interested in more with you, you let him walk out that door, you close it behind him, and you stay put, and you wait for the person who is never going to want to leave. That is how you become the woman who gets what she wants in life instead of the woman who always has to chase it.
I don't normally speak on politics, but I'm sure it's not hard to figure out where I stand based on my content. But this is deeper than just politics. The way that we love in our marriages and how we raise our children is shaping the world they will grow up in. If we teach them that disagreements make enemies, that's what they will carry out into the world. But if we teach them respect, kindness, and love, even when we don't think alike, that's what they will pass on. Somewhere along the way, this country has forgotten the truth. We are human first. We all hurt. We all love. We all matter. Charlie Kirk wasn't just a political name. He was a father, a husband, a man whose family depended on him. And now they are left with a hole that can't be filled. If someone's over politics makes you cheer, you have lost your humanity. You are not just part of the problem, you are the problem. Because at the end of the day, it is not politics that defines us. It's the people we go home to and the example we leave for our children.
Okay, can we talk about this? Because I'm seeing certain men creators on this app saying that women should be approaching men. And I just want to say that I think the level of men who think like that needs to be studied. And I'm not the type of person to quickly pass judgment on a person, but I'm really intrigued to know, like, how were you raised? I'm really intrigued to know, like, what's genuinely your interest. I know a lot of times people use the term of men being sassy these days, and I'm one that I don't necessarily want to outright call a man sassy, especially if I don't know them, but I'm really curious to know, like, what's your thought process of really believing that a woman should be approaching a man? And before any men get in my common sense, this is why women are single, because X, Y, and Z. I don't believe in women approaching men, but I do believe women should be positioning themselves to be approachable, to be kind, to come across as friendly, and to give some indication that they are available. But even if we look at animals, there's birds and different type of animals that literally goes out their way, and we're talking about the male species, literally goes out of their way to be intriguing and to catch the attention of the woman. But you're telling me that the human personnel, we are expecting the woman to pursue the man. And the thing that's sad about it is that I see women in the comments like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna try that, let me do this. And the thing about it is that honestly, either he's taken or he's just not that interested in you. And the thing about it is like, it may be a sad reality, but it's okay. You're not going to be everyone's type. I'm not everyone's type. That's okay. But at the end of the day, it's like you have to have a certain level of standards and boundaries to where desperation is not leading you in these moments, because the way you start that relationship is definitely how you're going to continue it. If you pursued him, he's never going to let you forget that. So ladies, stand up and be approachable, but do not pursue him.
For a lot of men, the begging stopped when men started realizing that them begging never changed the outcome. And I would even say them begging, it's a sign of a lack of respect for yourself. And men are saying, if these women don't even respect me, if they don't even cater to me, why am I begging them to be in my life? I don't get that.
A friendship that I have with a guy, and I know he likes me. So like in the beginning, I kind of led him. I didn't purposely lead him on, but now looking back on it, I did take advantage of the situation. We would go out on outings and he would just pay.
But let's be honest though. You say that I didn't intend to lead him on, and what he said, you know he was saying something because he wanted something.
He's the kind of person that is like a people pleaser, so he never really asks for anything.
So if you were a people pleaser and you were just to give up your time and attention or give up yourself to a man and he never asked, would he be wrong for taking it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he'd be wrong, but you're not?
You're right.
This is crazy because women are smart. And you know that man wanted something from you. But if that's the case, ma'am, I just said if you were 350 pounds, 5'2" with 4 kids, would he be offering that to you? And you said no. So it's more than just he liked you. So I want you guys to understand that this is how most women think. If I know I'm not attracted to you, and you know I'm not attracted to you, and you let me take advantage of you, it's your fault. But if you take advantage of me, it's your fault. This is why I said men and women are not friends. Gentlemen, understand, these women are not your friends, and they will use you if you let them. And they will justify it and make it your fault. Who is actively pursuing you to be their wife?
I got options.
Who is actively pursuing you to be their wife?
I've got options.
No, that would be a fiance. See, this is where the truth comes in. Ma'am, you don't have these kind of options. Then you wouldn't be here. If you actually had options, the kind and caliber of men that you want, then they were really considering you to be their wife, you wouldn't be here right now. You're a baby mama of 2.
Mm-hmm.
And are you telling me you're dating someone seriously?
Yeah, I always have options.
I'm going to ask you one more time, and if you are vague, I'm going to bid you a good night. Are you dating someone seriously?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been seeing one another?
It's been like 2 years.
2 years. Has he expressed any desire to make you his wife?
Yes.
Has he taken you ring shopping in the last 2 years?
We've been ring shopping, yeah.
When?
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
It just doesn't feel like someone I want to be with forever.
Are you telling me you are seeing someone, the man who's actively considering you is the man you want to be with? And you said, I've got options. What it is it's hard for you to deal with the truth. What it is one, you don't have a man that you want considering you to be his wife. You got a man that you don't want who sounds like he would take you, but you don't want to marry him. That's why it's been 2 years.
I usually can't talk about stories like this because my mom brain doesn't allow me to. And I myself have an 11-year-old daughter, but I feel the need to talk about it because this came up on one of my other social media platform feeds. And I clicked on the comments, and the amount of double standard against this man who is her father, who fought for custody of her for 9 years since 2015 when he divorced the mom. And this is what happened last month. Welcome to the comments. I truly hope they thoroughly investigate this. Something isn't right, and I'm willing to bet it wasn't the mom at all. This one almost sounds somewhat logical, which makes it even more dangerous. But it's ridiculous. If anyone knows anything about family court and you read the article, it sounds like was obviously involved. The mom was wrong no matter what. Of course she was wrong. But courts don't make orders like that unless it exists. So no, the daughter wouldn't have been better off with her father necessarily. This is why court professionals need to be educated. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The fact is that this 11-year-old isn't here anymore. I think that's the worst that can happen. The comments alone just shows how much bias there is against dads when it comes to divorce and getting custody of their kids. And the bottom line is that you should take a story like this and realize that sometimes a daughter is safer with her dad than her mom.
That man found a better woman than you. After y'all broke up, that man leveled up and found a better woman than you. Not only did he find a better woman than you, he actually worked on himself to become a better person for the relationship after it up with you. I love this double standard that women love to come on here and say like, oh, I'm in my healing girl era and I've healed and I've changed and I've evolved and I've done all of the work, right, to be in healthy relationships, while simultaneously saying that men don't change and that they're just changing the supply. So by that logic, that means that only women are capable of change and men are not. Do you not see the delusion in that? If that man is such the problem, then why is it that even without that man, you're still having the same problems? You're still mentally drained. You're still supposedly, going through it. You're still depressed. You still hate yourself. Because someone make it make sense. If men are always the problem and women are always the one leaving men, then why are women still coming on the internet and crying about their ex? They left the situation, but they're still on the internet talking to their friends, talking to everybody that they can find about how terrible he is. Meanwhile, he's just trying to go on with his life. He might have a new girlfriend, and y'all can't accept it because you build up so much resentment. That man has more money. That man probably got a new truck. That man probably got a better paying job. That man has done everything he can with or without you, but you have stayed the same. And a lot of y'all can't accept this conversation because admitting to yourself that you are the problem means that you have to take accountability, and you can't. Some of y'all need to accept the fact that your ex did level up. Your ex is a better man. Your ex became a better person after you guys broke up. And most importantly, you have to accept the fact that that man is in a better place and at peace without you, and stop making excuses for the fact that he hasn't changed, because it's you who hasn't changed because you're still talking about him months and months later. Okay, bye.
So these modern women are getting out here and they're approaching men. They're the ones having to go out to men now. They're the ones having to step to men, buy things from men. And now they're realizing what men have been telling them, men have been dealing with forever. You have rejection, you have awkwardness, you have vulnerability. Well, welcome to it. This is what you were calling easy. This is what you were saying, men, grow some and just come up to us. Now you're realizing, recognizing, well, maybe it's not that easy, especially when people trying to tear down who you are as a person.